Hello, my dear friends. In this week's Parshat Vayeira, we have a fascinating passage where Avram is sitting at the entrance of his tent looking for passers-by to welcome them into his tent with his usual style of Hachnasas Orchim, welcoming guests. It happens to be several days after his Brit Milah. He's in pain, he's recovering, and he still is sitting in the entrance of his tent in the heat of the day. So he looks up and sees three men standing there. And there are different opinions about were they actually men or angels. And the Zohar, in its typically beautiful midrashic fashion, says that Avram saw a vision of Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. He saw a vision of himself with his son and his grandson standing there at the entrance of his tent. And the Zohar goes on to explain that he perceived this vision. They were on a very high level, a very high spiritual level, and v'yaretz likrasam, he ran out to greet them. The Zohar says that was his passion and thirst to join them on that level where they were. He wanted to ascend to that level where he saw himself standing on a very high level with his son and grandson and to be united with him there. And then it says he bowed down to the ground. And the Zohar explains he bowed down to make himself into a throne for them to rest upon him. It's a beautiful passage from the Zohar, and it goes on at length. But I think we can take from this the idea and lesson that Avram gazed into the spiritual realms and saw a vision of himself on a very high spiritual level, as well as his son and grandson. And that inspired him to reach for the highest heights and to join them on that level. And I think we can all take inspiration from this when we look at our friends and family, our children, our grandchildren, that we envision them and picture them in the highest spiritual heights, and that we use all of our efforts and talents and capabilities to join them on that level. And this way we can hopefully rise above simple-minded thinking and criticism and judgments, and just exist and live life in the very highest way, the most spiritual way. And we learn that from this week's Parsha. So I give us all my deepest blessings and wishes and hopes and prayers that we take a lesson from Avram Avinu and strive to live on a higher level like Avram did. Thank you.